Alright, today I'll be replacing a BQ IC chip on the Nintendo Switch. I'm still trying to refine the process, so I'm making some mistakes along the way here and I'll try to point them out. I've applied flux to the IC chip and now I'm applying solder to the QFN IC pads. I should not have placed the IC on this material that I'm using right now to work off of. You can see tiny pieces of it are flaking away and getting into my tweezers and the soldering iron. This material is good for holding BGA IC chips while you wick the pads in preparation for IC chip reballing, and it works great to cover up components and connectors that you don't want to heat up, like I do right here for the speaker connector. I'm using titanium fine point non-magnetic tweezers to hold and position the IC chip. You probably noticed I had quite a bit of solder squeeze out on the top up there when I pushed down on the IC chip. I believe I made a mistake and put too much solder on the ground pad. I'm going to remove this excess solder on the IC pins now. Applied some flux. I should have used a small blade soldering iron tip to run in between the components right along the IC chip. Notice I'm using ceramic tip tweezers here, and that's to keep the heat from being absorbed up into the tweezers. Alright, let's clean up the area. Applied some isopropyl alcohol, wiping it down with a brush. Now I'm hitting it with the ultrasonic toothbrush. I just recently bought one of these and it seems to do a pretty good job cleaning. Cleaning the board a little bit more, getting ready to reinstall the 0201 resistor that I knocked off earlier in the process. Applying flux to the pads, putting some fresh solder on there with the soldering iron. And here's where I really have a lot of problem. I'm not very good with these 201 components at the moment. I think what I should have done was tacked one side of it down with a soldering iron and use the heat gun for the other side, but I tried to get both sides with the iron and ended up knocking the part off several times in the process. I would have preferred to just use the heat gun to resolder this component, but I've had issues where the air just blows the part away and then I can never find it and I don't know what value the part was. So I've been playing it safe and trying to get it tacked down before using the heat gun. Well, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.